Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Within the next 10 minutes or so we'll be trying to get rid of this annoying Windows 10 license expiry notification. You get this one if you are not using a genuine Windows, like many of us are not using genuine Windows anyway. So the reason why you get it is because your system has been set to download um, Windows updates automatically. You don't need to download updates at all if you are not using a genuine Windows. So you need to get rid of this one, and the few steps we'll be showing ourselves in the next couple of minutes would help you get rid of it. If you are using a genuine Windows and you are seeing this, the only thing is just to reactivate it and you're good to go. So again, you need to disable automatic updates to your system. Because I want to keep the limit of this video very short, we may not be going into how to disable automatic updates. You need to watch out for a video on that one if you're having the same issue. So guys, let's go ahead now and get rid of this. By the way, this is not on my system because I have already done that. So we'll be using a virtual PC for the demonstration, so that this is a virtual PC if you're not used to that. So I don't want you to get confused. This is my original system. I'm not having the issue of license, but because of the demonstration I want to use that on a virtual PC. A virtual PC is a kind of PC on original PC. You can watch out for video on how to do that too. It's kind of very useful anyways. So we'll be demonstrating that with this virtual PC so that you see that it works if you follow the steps appropriately. So yeah, I'm going to show you that the Windows is not activated on this particular virtual machine. You can see it right there, is Windows is not activated. So after the whole process it will activate itself and it should get rid of Windows licensing if you're having that this notification on your Windows 10. So guys, let's go ahead. And so the very few things that you need are, in fact the only software you need to get rid of that thing is this KMS Pico. And it's a very small file, so you can get it from the official website. Yeah, if you go to your browser, the official kmspico.com, just scroll down a little bit to the download icon here, or button rather. So you download it. I've already downloaded it to the virtual PC, so we can continue working with that. It has been downloaded here. It's a zip file, so you may need to download when RAR if it's not on your system, so you'll be able to unzip it. So after downloading, before you do anything with this file, make sure your antivirus, if you're having anyone on your system, is turned off, because the moment you download and try to open it, they would remove that file because they see it as a virus. So you must deactivate. I'm not saying uninstall, you must deactivate your antivirus if you're having one on your system. If you're not having any third-party antivirus system, then you should still turn off your Windows Defender. If you're using an old Windows 10 Windows Defender, you have it. If you don't know where it is, just come to your start button and type Defender. It will surely bring it out for you and you can click on it right there. It's Windows Defender. But if you are using the latest Windows 10, you may not see Windows Defender, but you will see Windows Security. This is my PC here, my original PC. Yeah, you can't find Windows Defender, but you will find Windows Security. So it's the same application. And it's the same process to turn it off. So I'm assuming we are using the old Windows 10 PC. So just go to your start button, then type Defender there. You see Windows Defender, and we need to turn off protection for the time being while we install that file on your system and to activate your Windows, and then we can come back to this place to turn it on again. So you only have to just turn this real-time protection off for the time being. Your system will notify you that your protection is not there. Again, if you're having third-party antivirus system, please make sure you turn that off as well, so that you'll be able to use this. Again, if you're using the latest Windows 10, just go to your start button right there and type security to bring out the Windows security application. Under that, you see this virus and threat protection. Select it and scroll down a little bit to manage settings. Then turn off the real-time protection on your system. Actually, you can do this if you are installing any other software that requires you to turn off your antivirus system for the time being, so that you'll be able to install. Then you can come back to this place and put it back on. Now our advice, we leave this application open because we are coming back to it after the installation to continue the whole process again. So on this virtual PC, the Windows Defender is still turned off. Then we can proceed to installing our application, I mean the file on the system, which will enable us to activate Windows. So if you have downloaded this from the website, again, official kmspico.com, just scroll down to this download kmspico, and that is all you need to do. It's a very small file, I think about 3 MB or so, 3 MB, that's all actually. Then you need to unzip it, just open it and drag the folder to your desktop or anywhere. It may ask for password to unzip. It was created with a password, and it's just 12345. Type that in and press OK. It will unzip to your desktop right here. So from the desktop, click to open the folder and you see the file here. Then you need to install this one, but you don't just install, you install with administrative privileges. To do that, just right click on the file and run as administrator. If you do that, the system will ask for this. Select yes and you are good to go. Then it will take you to the installation page. You have to do is next, click on accept, next, and in a very few minutes this thing will install. Give it a bit of time. I think within 2 minutes or so it should install on your system, and then we wait a little bit for it. I think I'm going to pause the video and come back when it's finished installing. I didn't pause it, but it's still installing. Okay, the application has finished installing. It's a silent installation. So after installation, just go back to your start menu right there, and normally you see the application here, but because this is a fresh system, nothing else has been installed on it, you may need to go to all apps. If you're not seeing it here, then scroll down to the actual link for the software. It's somewhere around KMS Pico right here, and just click on the Auto Pico. That's all you need to do. Click on Auto Pico and then wait for it. You may answer yes. It's a silent installation.
Automatic program complete.
You will hear that it will tell you that the installation is now complete, and that is all, guys. Because if we go back to check our license information now, going to the PC to check the properties of the PC, it was formerly not activated. Right now Windows is activated, as you can see. So you may not be having this, you may have the other installation, license information, expiry information is the same thing. It will work for both issues at the same time. Again, this is all you need to do. Just run that application and click on start, and then KMS Auto Pico is a silent installation. Meanwhile, it also works for any other major Office Microsoft installation software, such as Microsoft Word, Excel, and any other packages. So it will activate them for you automatically, and so you are good to go. But we are not done with that setup yet, because we need to tell those antiviruses that the KMS Pico is not a virus, because later on it may scan your system and find it in the installation folders and delete it again, and then we go back to the initial problem. So in order to get rid of that, we need to add the setup file location of this software to the Windows Defender's checks, so that it doesn't check it, as it skips it whenever it's checking for and viruses on your system. So when we are doing that, like I said, we didn't need to close down this Windows Defender. You just need to go back to the settings again, if you have turned it off rather. So then we need to go to exclusions. This exclusions means that when your Windows Defender or any other antivirus you have on your systems are checking your system for virus or malicious software on the system, they will skip this KMS Pico file in order to not recognize it as a virus, because if they did, they will remove it again, and then you go back to the. So all you have to do is add an exclusion. Click on add an exclusion. You can exclude a file, you can exclude a folder, blah blah blah. So let's just exclude the entire folder where we install the KMS Pico, because you need it on your system permanently so that your Windows will remain licensed. So click on exclude a file, or let's do for exclude the folder actually, so that the entire folder where we install the uh, Pico will remain unchecked. So from there you can you can locate it from your local disk, then program files, you will see KMS Pico right here. So exclude this folder, and that is all you have to do, guys. You have excluded the folder from being checked when you're scanning for virus, when your systems are scanning for virus. Meanwhile, you might be using a third-party antivirus which I don't know about, so you may need to find a way to add exclusions of that file. But I believe if you do that for your Windows Defender or Windows Security on your system, the same process for an updated Windows 10. You should just scroll down and see exclusions here. Add or remove exclusions. If you click on it, you can add exclusion, a file, a folder, folder types and processes, and just check for the file. Then locate the installation on your local disk C, go to program files, then you see KMS Pico, add the file, add the folder rather, and then you are good to go. So at this point in time, you can turn back everything on, and I'm sure you'll be having no issue whatsoever with that licensing activation. Again, it works for Windows itself and many other Office applications you may be running on your system. So again, we turn back our antivirus for continuity of protection. So guys, that is all about it. This video was created using OBS application. Again, it records your screen, captures your screen, and video integration if you need to also create something like this. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.